Welcome. Today we're going to be doing things a little bit different. I have not shared a goals video or an intentions video with you guys in a very long time. However, I felt like March was the perfect time to do this. So we are going to welcome March together, like collectively. Welcome in the month of March. So grab yourself something yummy to sip on, kick back, or put in your earbuds and find something to clean, or tune in maybe while you do your dishes or your laundry. And let's just collectively together say goodbye to February and all that it had for us. Let's take inventory of what February looked like and how we can use that for good in the month of March. These are my 3 words, okay? My intentions, I don't want to say goals because I'm not a huge fan of the term goals. However, these are my focus points for the month of March. Break those down, okay? Stay in Him. Stay. I don't think I need to elaborate on that any further. Prayer. I need to be more intentional about my prayer time with God. And I'm not talking like devoted, an hour just in my room in peace and quiet and stillness. I mean like throughout the whole entire day, just remembering to pray about all the things that are on my heart, about all the things that are entering my mind and our home and our life, about all of it. Intentionally remember to pray throughout my day. Not that there's anything wrong with that devoted time, but as mamas, we know that sometimes it's hard to set that time aside to just be intentional. And while I try to do it in the morning, it doesn't always work out that way. So just remembering throughout my days, as we work through this month, to be better about really seeking God in prayer and present. What I mean by present, being present in the moment where I'm at, whatever's going on. If I'm homeschooling, that's what we're doing. We're homeschooling. If I am cleaning the house and doing chores and getting things done around here, then that's what we're doing. If I am paying bills, I'm going to focus on being present in that moment and get the bills paid. If I am with friends, we're going to be present with friends. If I am working, I'm going to give it my all during that time of working and be present while I am trying to work, because there are so many distractions and so many things, which that's just life. That's the way it goes. But if you just stop and take a minute to think about when you are dedicated to something and you have a dedicated amount of time, say, okay, I have 30 minutes. Right now, I have about 15 minutes to film this video because my boys are out cleaning the chicken coop. So I want to take this time to get a video film for you guys really quick. When I know I have that dedicated time, I'm going to be intentional. I'm going to be punctual. I'm not going to be distracted, and I'm going to get it done. And that's kind of my focus with present. Whatever's going on, whoever has my time, with whomever and whatever I happen to be sharing my time with or devoting my time to at a certain moment, being fully present in that moment and not being distracted and pulled in a million different directions, which for me is an incredibly hard thing to do. I've talked about balancing all the things on my channel before, and you guys, I struggle with balancing it. I don't know how to juggle all the things. And that is just me and something I'm working on in myself. So I'm really feeling like if I can be specific and dedicated in the time that I have to allow to certain tasks throughout my day, being present in those moments and not being distracted, and focusing on where I'm spending that time and what really matters with that time that I have been given, and making sure that I am present in those moments. Now that we've covered that, like my initial intentions, my focus, what I'm thinking as we are running full bore into March, okay? February was an incredibly long month. February was a very weird month for me. It was very weird. I think there was so much going on in January that was like, I'm talking dreams, like on the cusp of dreams coming true, and so much energy and emotion and things that my husband and I have prayed about for years, and we're on the cusp of that. And just like that, God closes that door. And so I really got hit hard. It took a toll on me, what it means to actually walk by faith. I have that tattooed on my arm. I've had it tattooed on my arm since my 30th birthday. And I am now learning what that really truly means to walk by faith and what it really truly means to say, okay, God, like we prayed about this, we brought it to you, we sought you in all of this, and we asked you to lead us and guide us and direct us. And when that doesn't look like what we think it should look like, or when it doesn't work out the way we think it was going to, even though all the stars are aligning, everything is aligning so perfectly, and then boom, just kidding. For some unknown, unseen reason, God closes that door. But we asked him to close the door. So we seek him in prayer, and we ask for things. God, may your will be done. On one side, we're super excited and like, please let this be it. But God, if it's not, I trust you. God, if it's not, you're still good. God, if this is not it, if it's not a good place for us, please shut that door. If this is not the home that you want us in, please shut that door. We don't know the future, you do, right? Going through all of these processes and in faith, believing it. But then when that door is actually shut, being okay, still, right? Staying right there. Not wavering because of the circumstances, not wavering because the prayer wasn't answered the way we thought it was going to be answered. It was answered completely opposite. But yet it was answered because we asked God, please shut this door if it's not where you want us going. So that was January, part of December into January. February was like just digging through all the different things of life. Pick up everything and we're just gonna sort it all out all over again. February was hard. February was spiritually hard for me. But going into March, we're gonna stay. We're gonna pray and we're gonna be present. Those are the three things we are going to do. And we are going to continue walking by faith and trusting that God knows all the things. He has gone before us in all of it. He knows every single place our footsteps are going to land. And resting in him and resting in that truth. And thanking him for the closed doors. Thanking him for the protection of the things that we did not see. For the protection of the things that we thought were good for us. But believing he has something so much better for us. Even though it doesn't look like what we thought it was going to look like. And it might not even be this side of heaven, right? So that was February. That was January and February. So here we are, March. See why I'm like, we've got to do this. Like it is a reset time. It is time to reset. It is time to just keep on moving one foot in front of the other. Homeschooling was awesome. As crazy as that sounds, through all the struggles, homeschooling was wonderful. It has truly, truly, truly been such a great year for us this year. And I don't say that in like it's been so good, it's been so easy. No, it's like we have fought for this. And for whatever reason this year, it's been so beautiful. And I'm telling you right now, math, switching my high schooler's math has been so incredible. It has been one of the best things we've done in our homeschool in a very, very, very long time. He has been so diligent about getting up and doing his work. On co-op days, he gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning so he can do his math before co-op. Like that's not my request, that's him. He's taking his education into his own hands. He's just developing and maturing in ways that it's really been awesome to see. But in the same sense, I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like, this is crazy. What's happening? Like this morning, he even mentioned wanting to continue math through the summer so that maybe he can graduate early. Like, okay, this day is coming, guys, that I've prayed about all through our homeschooling journey. Like these days are here. They're here now. And we're just focusing on that. Math for my 7th grader, we will be switching for 8th grade as well. Be changing his math curriculum for the 2023-2024 homeschool year. So that is something you can foresee in the very near future. We will be changing that because it has been so good for my high schooler. It's time to do it for my 7th grader also. So we will see. I know every kid is different, but I just have a really good feeling about this, and I'm so glad we did it. So on the homeschool front, things have been great. We're gonna keep trucking. We have some awesome field trips that are planned. They get to tour our state capitol coming up. We have a zoo field trip coming up. We have, what else do we have? There's something else. Oh my goodness. We have a backpacking trip through our homeschool co-op that we are doing at the end of March. And you guys, it's gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy epic. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to vlog it for you guys without any of the kids, because obvious protection reasons. However, just my husband and our family's experience. So my husband and I will be going, and so will our 3 boys. And we are going to be going on an epic backpacking trip. I'm talking like epic. It's gonna be incredible. Absolutely incredible. That is coming the end of March. I also, we have, it's kind of a busy month for us. We have got 2 birthdays. My oldest is turning 15. My middle child is turning 13. So big numbers. We will be celebrating birthdays, lots of birthdays in our family in general for the month of March. So that is up and coming. I'm getting all the feels for spring and all the things. I'm sure like all of you are. It is beautiful out. The birds are singing. There's still snow on and off. Like today it was snowing, yesterday it was beautifully sunshiny and 50 degrees, and now we're back to snow. So it's just kind of here and there, everything. It's spring, it's beautiful. I'm so itching for all the things that this new season has for us. And I feel seasonal changes so much in my home and life as well. And I've talked about that before, but not just the seasons around us. We live in a place where we experience all 4 seasons pretty much equally. And I'm so grateful for that, because I feel like my body very much goes through those same seasons as nature, and everything around us is going through at the same time. So it's really kind of beautiful and very spiritual to me. A very spiritual thing. I don't know how to explain it, but maybe some of you feel me on that. On the homeschool curriculum planning for the upcoming year front, I have begun looking at different things that we are going to be adding, different unit studies that we're going to be finishing off this homeschool year with, actually, because we still have some more unit studies that we want to dive into. So looking ahead to that, trying to plan some stuff out so that it doesn't, hit me like a ton of bricks come summertime. And then I'm like, what do I need to get all my things? I need to do all the things. I need to order, I need to plan. It's really not a big pressure thing anymore for us. I don't feel the weight and the pressure. I just have my ideas and my visions for what I want to do, and we're just going to figure it out. So I'm really looking for something like world history. Like I want a really, really solid world history, and I'm having a hard time finding that. And I want to go through all the wars with my boys, like specifically deep. And this might be something we do in co-op. I'm going to bring it to our planning meeting and see if there's any mama who is a history buff that would love to teach this. But I just feel like I really, really want to dive into all the world history stuff. We've done a lot of American history, and I want to do world history. Any recommendations, leave them down below. I would absolutely appreciate any recommendations that you have. Any chapter books that you recommend reading. Especially for my high schooler, I would love to look through your suggestions in the comments. Please feel free to leave them down below. Fitness. I have been consistent for the last 3.5, 4 months, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:24 to be exact, and meeting my mom at the gym in the mornings. And that has been great. It's typically 4 to 5 days a week. Usually at the gym, it's 4 to 5. But that's been going great. I'm still loving that. I'm still using my spin bike at home on the weekends or days that I don't make it into the gym. I have the Peloton app on my phone. I don't have a Peloton spin bike. My bike is just a Schwinn. I don't know. It's linked in my Amazon storefront. It's a Schwinn IC4 or something. But I do have the Peloton app on my phone, and it's $12.99 a month. So for $12.99 a month, I have like unlimited access to every kind of workout you could imagine. It's incredible. Very, very solid resource to have that. So yeah, that's been going good. Still enjoying that. I'm gonna just focus on keeping on as far as fitness stuff goes. This video, kind of just a rundown on all the things in life. And I hope that it encourages you. I hope that you feel like you're not so alone in starting the things and then stopping and then starting over and then getting discouraged and feeling like you're on the cusp of all things you've ever prayed for, and then that door closes and you're walking it out. Like if you're struggling with something, if you're going through something, you're not alone. I feel you, mama, trying to understand things that maybe we were not ever meant to understand, right? We're not meant to understand all things. Choosing to have faith when you don't understand, choosing to walk by faith when it doesn't make sense, when it's not easy. Like that is it. That's where it's at. That's the hard part, right? It's easier to have faith when things are going good. It's harder to have faith when we can't see, when we don't understand what God's doing, when it doesn't make sense, when prayers are answered different than what we expected or what we hoped. But let me tell you, in this same time of incredible, intense, like struggle, faith struggle for me, like a spiritual struggle, we witnessed so many miracles that we saw in action. Like seeing God move around us in so many ways. It's been so incredible. January and February were so incredible. Yeah, that's just where we're at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Not me. That's where I'm at. It's kind of funny because in all of this, my husband, I remember him telling me specifically, one of the days I was really struggling, he's like, babe, where's your faith? Yeah, you're right. Where's my faith? I kid you not, that's when it's the hardest to walk in faith, is when it doesn't make sense. However, God is still good, and I know he's doing something, and I know he's not finished. So I can't wait to see what God has in store. We stay in him, with him, side by side. We pray continually throughout our day. It doesn't have to be organized, set apart time of prayer, but just seek him. And we are present. We are present in the moments that he's given us with whomever or whatever we are accompanied with, right? Present. That is my focus for the month of March. And I knew I had to share this with you guys because there's so much that you don't see that doesn't get shared for obvious reasons. However, life is very much happening behind this camera. And so we're going to stay. We're going to stay, we're going to pray, and we're going to be present in the moments that God has given us. And we're going to keep stepping into it. And I've said this a million times, and I mean it. I'm going to continue doing the next right thing. And when I mentioned that in one of my videos, actually it was my New Year's goals reset, my New Year's reset video, specifically, because as I said, I don't love goals. I don't love goals, the idea of goals necessarily. I had mentioned doing the next right thing. I had spoke so much about how that's the season I'm in, is just doing the next right thing for that moment, for that day, for that week, for that month, the next right thing. And that continues clear into March. That is my thing. And I, at the time, did not know that was a book. There's actually a book. I think it's titled The Next Right Thing. I have it on Audible. I listened to the whole thing while I was painting my son's room because I thought we were moving. Yeah, we're here. He has a fresh coat of paint on his walls now, so it's fine for now. So that is my do the next right thing. When all else fails, I'm going to do the next right thing. I'm going to wait on God. I'm going to trust God. I'm going to choose to walk in faith. I'm going to stay with him. I'm going to pray. Just have an open dialogue and going to be present. That's what I have today. I hope this video encourages you. I really, really do. I hope it encourages you. I will see you in our next video. Hello, 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 March. I can't wait for all that you have in store. I'll see you in our next one, Mama.